In this video, we're going to look at my top suppliers for dropshipping on Amazon. I've been dropshipping on Amazon now for over a year, and I've worked with a variety of different suppliers. So I wanted to break down in this video my favorite suppliers and also show you some suppliers that I really don't suggest anyone to use, and I'll show you why. Now, I've made videos like this in the past, but I like to do one of these videos every 6 months or so that I can update you guys on where I currently am with the different suppliers that I use. So if you don't want to miss any future updates, then I would consider subscribing to the channel. That way you get alerted the next time I make a video like this. But let's go into my computer now. So I want to start by showing you this program. It's called Webscraper app. And this is what I use to manage my Amazon dropshipping business. And what this does is, if the price or stock changes on any of my suppliers' websites, this will help to make sure that the price and stock also changes on Amazon for us automatically so that we don't lose money or sell items that are out of stock. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up now, Webscraper app, is because this works with about, at this time, 75 or 76 different suppliers. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to look at this huge list so you can get an idea of the huge variety of different stores you can drop ship from, and within those stores, a ton of different products. So for instance, here we have some stores I've never even heard of besides seeing them on this list, like AE Wholesale. AliExpress is, of course, one I know. Amazon is, obviously we know that one. Bed Bath & Beyond is a pretty popular one. BJ's Wholesale Club, Clean It Supply, Costco, Costway, Shop Disney, Dollar General, Hobby Lobby, Home Depot, Harbor Freight. We're going to be talking about some of these for sure, but no way I've been able to try all of these. Lowe's, Newegg, Overstock, Petco, Sears. Let's see what else. Think Geek, Vitacost, Walgreens, Walmart, and Zorro. So there's a whole bunch of them. And the reason I bring this up is because this shows you that you can use these different suppliers. And very often you'll see people are always drop shipping from the same suppliers. And I'm certainly guilty of that myself. But if you're able to tap into one of these suppliers that not a lot of other people use, that is a huge opportunity for you. You're going to be selling products that has very low competition. And I know a lot of you might not like this answer as to what supplier you should use for Amazon, but really the truth is that there is no golden supplier. It's whatever supplier works best for you. And a lot of times it's not about the supplier themselves, it's about how well you learn to work with that supplier, right? There are going to be some suppliers, I'm going to show you some of them right now, that people say you should never use, but that I use them anyway, or there are other people that use them anyway and have a lot of success with them. Well, how does that compute? How does one person say it's a terrible supplier to use, but someone else says it's a really good supplier to use? The reason for that is because the person who said it's terrible to use started to use them, tried to use them, and ran into a roadblock with them. But the person who then went on to continue to use them, push through that roadblock, found a solution, and is now using a supplier that at least one other person and probably several other people aren't using because they couldn't get around that roadblock or just refuse to kind of find a solution for that. So there's plenty of opportunity out there for new sellers to tap into some of these more unknown websites. All right, but what suppliers do I use? Now, with what I just said, I still use primarily Home Depot and Walmart. Yes, they are big websites that a lot of people already drop ship from. Yes, you can say that they are sort of already saturated, but they are working for me, and I'll explain why I love them so much. So starting with Walmart, because it's one of the most popular ones to start with, and even though I do suggest you eventually branch out into some of these other suppliers, Walmart is still a really good place to start just to kind of figure things out and get your feet wet. And the reason for that is because they have a huge variety of different products that you can sell, and the products tend to do really well on Amazon. They also have fast shipping on a lot of their items, sometimes as fast as 2 days, and they have free shipping on all orders over $35. That was the dog shaking if you heard it. That means that a lot of the items will get free shipping, or you can bundle them together into a 2-pack that qualifies for free shipping. Lots of little small kind of hack things you can do there with that $35 threshold. They also do things like price match, which is useful. They always have really good competitive pricing and really good customer service, easy returns. So a big win all around with Walmart, and that's obviously why it's one of the more popular websites to dropship from and why it still works really well for us. The second site I want to talk about here is Home Depot. And Home Depot has been one of my favorite sites to work with for years now. Much of the same that applies to Walmart also applies to Home Depot. They have a huge variety of items, free shipping on all orders over $45. They have a lot of sales. There's a lot of ways to save money with things like cash back and discounted gift cards. They do some price matching, fast shipping as well. And we have found that their customer service is really, really good. In fact, with both Walmart and Home Depot, what I really like about them is that you can open up chats on their website just like this. So you never have to call them, or your VA never has to call them. Everything can be done right online. Things like returns, for instance. So it really makes it much easier to outsource these two websites. They're just very, very reputable brands, Walmart and Home Depot, reputable sites. So they want to maintain that reputation. So they do have good customer service. They do ship their items out quickly. Now, another one that we use, not as much as the other two, but we do like this one a lot, is Overstock.com. And what we use Overstock for is a lot of furniture items. So Walmart, I should probably say this, is good for like a lot of home goods we use it for. Home Depot is obviously really good for tools and things like that. And Overstock, we really like their furniture selection. Now, the great thing about those items on Overstock is that those types of items don't have any sort of intrinsic value. You can look at a couch and one person could say it's worth one price and another person could say it's worth much more. It's all about how you position the product and the brand that it is around it. So that's why those items do really well on Amazon, why you're able to mark them up so much in price. And we do find that their customer service is really good. Their shipping is really reliable. Returns haven't been an issue. They also have this thing called the Club O Overstock loyalty program. It costs $20 a year. But with this, you get free shipping on all orders. You get 5% rewards on every purchase, free returns, and some other rewards as well as, and it says price match guarantee there. Now, generally, with these types of programs, I advise dropshippers not to use them because I used to be a member of one of these programs for Bed Bath & Beyond, and it got me in trouble with Bed Bath & Beyond. They said, hey, you can't be using this as a reseller, and they kind of shut down my whole Bed Bath & Beyond account. So I'm always very hesitant to join one of these programs as a dropshipper. But I don't do a ton from Overstock. We just do a few really high price, high ticket items that do really well. And it hasn't been an issue so far, but we are closely monitoring it in case it is a problem. Now, even if they do shut us out of the program, it's okay because Overstock still has free shipping on orders that are over $45, just like Home Depot. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, I would appreciate if you smash that like button down below. And now we'll go into two other suppliers that I've used a little bit. I have a few items from them, but not a whole lot. And the first one is Zorro. Zorro is also a website where you can get a lot of tools. We enjoy this niche. It's worked really well from us on Home Depot. So we do sell some of these and it works. And they have free shipping on orders over $50. Now, a word about free shipping. So like I said, each of these websites has a different threshold for when you reach free shipping. But what about the orders that don't have free shipping? Like let's say there's an item on here that costs $25. What do you do for that item? Well, you're going to still list that item if you see that it's selling well on Amazon, but you're going to include in the price of the item the cost of shipping. So it's the price of the item on the supplier's website plus shipping, which might be $0, plus sales tax, which might be $0 if you're sales tax exempt, that equals the price of the item for you, and then you mark that up enough to cover the Amazon fees, and more, so you make a profit. One thing I forgot to say is that we are tax exempt on Walmart and Home Depot, so that's a big benefit as well, that we're tax exempt with them. The next website is Harbor Freight. Again, more tools. You can see I really like this niche, and it works really well for us. And we haven't done a whole lot from them, but it's one that we are starting to experiment with, and we've seen some pretty good interest in these items. Now that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like I said, there's 76 or 75 different suppliers that Webscraper app currently works with. I know another popular one that people like to use is Costco. Now, Costco, they have been known to shut down reselling accounts, but people still use them. Resellers, dropshippers still use them. So if you find a way around that limit that they put on dropshippers, that's what those people have done. And that's why they are crushing it with these products, because other people, they get shut down by Costco and they just give up. But these people push through and they make it work, and they make the money because of that. Now, what I love about Webscraper app, and by the way, guys, this is not sponsored by Webscraper app. I am an affiliate for them, so I will have a link in the description of this video if you want to sign up for them. But I just talk about them because it's a software that we've always used. It's a software that we recommend because it's most reliable for dropshipping on Amazon. Inside my Amazon Dropshipping Titans course, which is a course that teaches you exactly how to get started and how to scale up and run a successful Amazon dropshipping business. This is a software that I teach because I really believe it is the best one for dropshipping on Amazon. So that's why I talk about it so much. But like I said, I'm not sponsored by them. I just have the affiliate link for them. But one of the things I really love about them is that they're constantly adding new stores. So just this past week, they added this store, allergyandair.com. I've never seen it, but here it is. It has a bunch of like air conditioning units, dehumidifiers, air purifiers, things like that. Very niche here. We also have Atwoods, which looks like it's a lot of outdoor kind of niche right here. Then we have QVC they just added, which I don't know if you ever heard of QVC. A lot of like these kind of like jewelry, and they have socks here. And we'll get to this one in a second. So it's just really great that they're always adding new suppliers. Now, here's the other cool little hack for you guys. Every time a website like this, like Webscraper app, adds a new supplier, there is a reason for it. It means someone has requested that this website be added. And you have to ask yourself, why would they request that? And it's because they've experimented dropshipping from this website and it's worked. So if it's worked for them, it means it could work for you as well. And it also means if they just added it, that not a lot of other people are using it yet. So you should really, if you join up Webscraper app, you'll be able to get notified every time they add a new supplier. And you should look at that new supplier and say, is this an opportunity for me? Because it is. Now, last two suppliers I want to talk about here. First one is Lowe's. Lowe's. So Lowe's is a website that I used to dropship from on eBay. Now, one thing that I would recommend is with any new supplier, if you are dropshipping on both eBay and Amazon, I really suggest you try any new supplier on eBay first. And that's because eBay is a bit more forgiving if you have any problems like late shipments or late deliveries or any quality issues. You can kind of test the products, test the supplier on eBay before you bring it over to Amazon, where Amazon's a lot more strict with things like that, where you want to make sure all your items are shipped out on time. That's what we do, and I think it's a smarter way to go. So Lowe's is one I used to use on eBay. I've never used it on Amazon, and the reason for that is because even though there's a lot of opportunity with Lowe's, even though we did really well with Lowe's on eBay, on Amazon, it's just too risky. Lowe's has always had problems with shipping out items on time, with quality of how they ship the items, so items got damaged in transit a lot. Their website gets buggy, and a lot of times it doesn't work, which means you order items late, which means they get delivered late. With that said, it's worked for eBay, with that, because eBay is a little bit more lenient, but I never felt comfortable risking it on Amazon. So that's one I would personally avoid for dropshipping on Amazon. But I see people doing it and they still do it. So it means it works for them. And the last one I want to talk about here is AliExpress, because this is one that we see a lot of people dropshipping from on eBay. I do see some people doing it on Amazon, but I would not dropship from AliExpress to Amazon. AliExpress, the items are coming from China. You can get some great deals, some really cheap items. It works really well on eBay, where buyers don't have that expectation so much of fast shipping. Again, a little bit more lenient there, eBay. But on Amazon, you got to ship out your items on time. They have to be delivered on time. And with AliExpress, a lot of times you don't know. I just do not think it's worth it. I've heard stories from people I've connected with, some students who have started with AliExpress. This is before they took my course. Started with AliExpress, and it just ruined their metrics on their Amazon account with all that late shipping. So that's why I do not recommend dropshipping from AliExpress onto Amazon. You could use this for FBA, of course, but that's a topic for a whole nother video and probably a whole nother channel. So there you go, everyone. Those are the top suppliers that I use for my Amazon dropshipping stores. And those are the different suppliers I've tried. And I've given you some insight into how to evaluate new suppliers if you are looking to dropship on Amazon for the first time or looking to expand into some new suppliers. So if you got any sort of value in this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button down below, and then let me know in the comment section what suppliers you use, or if there's any suppliers you want me to review for a future video. I'd be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content about Amazon dropshipping. If you want more information, check out all the links in the description of this video. I'll have a link to webscraper app with my coupon code that you should use, and I'll have a link to my Amazon Dropshipping Titans course, which I mentioned before. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that by clicking right here. And then I have 2 videos for you to check out. Click on one of those, and I'll see you over in that video in just a few seconds.